Yes, right under the crease, right in the crease. Right here. Right in the crease. Yes, and into that highlight. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to create this blend away. Go ahead, look in the mirror for me. You see where that edge is? You don't want to get rid of that edge. So like, yeah. Just add a little bit more pressure. Try to blend away the edges. See, makeup with eyeshadows, you want to make sure that it's all seamless. All right. So if you're seeing any lines or patterns and stuff on your eyeshadow, you may need to get rid of them. Okay. The next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna add a little bit of eyeshadow base because we're about to add our transitional color and our color on our lid. Transitional colors are always mid-tone colors, at least at 1 or 2 shades. It's never harsh like black. Black we can reserve for the outside of the eyes, but in that middle, a mid-tone color. For example, while this is a very dark color, it isn't as dark as these two on this one here. All right, so working my crease, I would use more mid-tone colors like this or this. This can go in your crease, but know that if it goes in, it can give you a harsher look on the eyes. All right, we want our eye crease to look a little more soft and not natural, so we use middle tones. All right, the softer, it's not the lightest color in the palette, it's not the darkest color in the palette. All right, your transitional color can be, you can have a standard transitional color like a reddish brown or a soft brown or even a gray can be a transitional color. And if you're working with say bold colors like pinks and blues, you can use a shade of pink or a shade of blue as a transitional color. But I'm thinking for the most of us here today, we want to keep it more natural looking. We don't want nothing too crazy. So my suggestion is to use like a reddish brown, medium brown type of color in your crease as your transitional color. Okay, that's my suggestion for you today. All right, and this is where you're gonna be. This is what I suggested you use moving forward until you get more comfortable and you want to just kind of delve outside of that. All right, so medium range tones, reddish browns are your, or soft grays would be your transitional color. So let me help you with the transitional color. You have another palette too. All right, and the transitional colors should be, I'd stay away from shimmers and use more matte colors. So anywhere between there, looks like it's gonna be a transitional color. Transitional color, and you could use this transitional color with any shade eyeshadow. Shimmers are kind of scary, but this is the only palette you have. So shimmery. Let's look at that. See how it goes. Okay. You can use the transitional color. What are you gonna use? Okay. Okay, beautiful. Yeah. You're gonna be using your transitional color. Yep. You're right. It may be a little light. Yeah. What color you think you're gonna work with? You're gonna go on your eyes today. Blue? Let's go with purple now. You can work that. Give it a shade. So this one is gonna look. This is gonna come in like. Let me put this in there. What are you going to use in your crease? No, I want you to use something no matte, no shimmer. I want you to use more of a matte color. Okay. Yeah. And I got you, right? Yeah. So you see, guys, when you really get into the makeup, there gonna be some staples, some certain things that you're gonna need to have in your palette in terms of for eyes, if you want it to look right. All right, I'd say definitely try to find a nice transitional color that you could rock with anything. All right, and it should be matte, not shiny. That's my recommendation. All right, so we're gonna you want to use a round brush, medium size, a little fluffy contour brush for your crease. All right, I'm gonna use and so you're gonna have to build up your brushes. I like these ones. This one is a little round and it's a little soft. It's not too big. So I'm gonna work with this transitional color right here. Before I do that, I'm sorry ladies, we're gonna put our eyeshadow base on. Okay? To put our eyeshadow, some people use their fingers, but I like to use my brush. And you just watch me please. Just a little bit goes a long way. I'm gonna brush this over the lid very lightly. I'm not pressing hard. I'm brushing this right over the lid. I'm taking this over, feeling for the ball of my eye. I'm taking this up past my crease. All right. And once that's done, I'm going to saturate my brush with my transitional color. Back and forth. And then, oh, I almost thought that was gone. And then I'm gonna, feeling from my crease of my eyes, I'm gonna blot my transitional color from one end of my eye to the next. From one end, feeling for the ball of my eyes. One end to the next. Let's do that. Ready?
So you have to have the base.
You can use. Well, if you don't have the base, if you have the foundation, it should still work for you.
Okay.
All right. Just natural. Right here. Now, I want you to take your time. I'm watching you.
Okay.
I'm watching you. I need you to make love to this makeup.
Okay. So I can use this.
You can use that, but you're gonna need something to blend. You can use the other brush to blend, I guess.
Okay.
But look at me. And applying it, you're not controlling what you're doing.
Okay.
That's what I'm seeing. All right. So remember, see how I took my time from one end? It's like you're tracing your eyeball, so you have to feel for your eyeball. You want to take your time. You want to feel it and push that, and then work your way little by little until it's seamless and you can see that product on the eyes from one end, and you go back and forth and that. I saw this with just now with you. I saw like, that's what I saw. All right. So I need you to find that the outer part of the eyeball. Yes, stop and push. Look at me. Stipple, pat. Put the product there. We're putting the product there before we're putting the product there before we blend. Notice I didn't do any blending. I just took my product. I filled the brush with the product, and I'm just resting it right here, resting it right there, and that's what I want you to do. Just rest it right there, and just pat on top. That's all we're asking for right there. Tilt your head back. Look down into the mirror. Yes, that's much better. Go back, add more product. You have to keep adding product. The more you keep brushing away without adding product, what you're going to do is brush away all of the makeup and you won't see anything. It's going to look all washed out. I want you to take your time when you're doing this makeup. Once we're done with that, you're gonna need a brush, a nice fluffy brush, nothing too big, and you're gonna blend off. Look at me, ladies. We're just gonna blend off the edges. Yes, ma'am. Once you've blended, you have to know when to stop, or else you're going to blend all the color. And this is very soft, look, we're going for nothing too crazy.